A 1954 Chevy with a yellow paint job with flames on it. It could work in Las Vegas because that's where all the people in the rockabilly scene goes every Easter to have fun, compare their cars, and drink lots of beer too. But let's go there and have a look at the cars. Right back. A little more of that if you can.
Viva Las Vegas, the Rockabilly Weekender.
It's a gathering, Rockabilly reunion.
Rock and roll and debauchery 24 hours a day.
It's a very good thing for the eyes and for the ears. No, it's a beautiful place.
It's a huge car event, you know, bands, music, you know, the works.
Hot pinup models,
Yes.
you name it, the music, the car culture, everything.
This Viva sold out, you know what I mean? So every year it gets bigger and bigger, so it's obviously growing.
We see a lot of younger generation starting to come around. So that's good, you know, because it'll keep going and going and going, you know, and it's just a lifestyle that's different, you know. People don't have to be gang banging and stuff. They fall in love with the cars and the culture, and it's great, man. It's a lot of fun.
I was brought up with a bunch of greasers, man. My whole family are just rockabilly, so mainly I like the music, the cars, the scene, the lifestyle, and greaser till I die, man.
It's a real subculture in Southern California, and it's nice to get to go to different festivals like this because it's our kind of people, you know what I mean? This is our kind of culture that we were into, and it's nice to see people that are into the same stuff that we were into.
Got me into it. I had no idea what Rockabilly was. Always seen the girls walking around all dolled up, and I was like, oh, that's gorgeous, what is that? And I met him on a movie set, and somebody said, oh, you look so good all rockabillyed out, and I went home and Googled it for about 2 hours, finding out all the hairstyles and whatnot, and that was about close to 4 years ago. And I've been doing it ever since.
Obviously, a guy can get up, put some grease in the hair, and, you know, basically put out jeans, a t-shirt, a shirt, and then you're done. But I guess you put some more time into it?
Definitely not as lucky as he is. He just wakes up 10 minutes before we have to go anywhere, and I'm looking at like, do I have 3 hours? Is that gonna work? So, and I'm learning all the time on new hairstyles and such. I was experimenting with my hair this morning and kind of came up with this do, so.
So what are you wearing? Tell me, describe what you're wearing.
Just kind of like a twist on a Betty Page type outfit, you know, the leopard print. Kind of also like a little bit of a dominatrix thing, you know, the naughty Betty kind of always wear red lipstick.
I love the 40s and the 50s. They're probably two of my favorite eras as far as fashion and style goes. If you rock the 50s, you're never out of style.
That's true. And what about you, Mandy?
Same. I like the challenge of finding great.
My shoes are from the 60s or 50s, and this was from your grandmother's closet. Your grandmother's closet. Mm-hmm. So it's the real thing, but you know, and also this purse is brand new. This we just bought here, so there's ways to find old stuff and new stuff and kind of mix it. People do like the way that we dress. I think it's a very classy way to dress and very reminiscent of a time that people, you know, people miss with the cars and the music. It all goes with that culture.
Vintage jeans, an old t-shirt, some loafers. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's something that I do every day, so it's not, I don't really take it as a consideration. It's what I do, you know? It's all I have in my wardrobe, so.
Okay. And what about you?
I don't know, man. I just put my clothes on and get going. This guy turned me over to vintage clothing, and it started off with, I got something better than you do. And now it's just back and forth. His closet's full, my closet's full. And it's just, man, you just don't get enough of it now.
Selling hats about 10 years ago because first I started wearing them because I couldn't rock the pompadour anymore. So I wasn't going to wear a rug, and I decided to start wearing a hat. At first people were telling me real greasers don't wear hats, but since I stood out as the only guy wearing a hat, they started asking me, where do you get them? And then I realized maybe that should be my business.
Mess up his hair now.
That works.
You have to look at a man's face, his jawline, his length of his face. Some hats will elongate a face, some will strengthen a jawline. So you need to compliment him, his skin tone, sometimes his eye color, his build. You may want to mask big proportions. If he's got big ears, then you got to match him just right. Now, the same hat, add a little bit of different flair. Put the brim down. A little bit of a tilt. Looks a lot better. See, she's smiling already. Locked her on there,
You can get my tattoo too. Oh, that's kind of new. I got it in partially in Hollywood, partially in Hawaii.
My evil Tikis, and they're chasing after a jungle Betty Page. And these are my little red-winged blackbirds with my cherries, leopard print. I'm getting a TCB for Elvis, of course, taking care of business. And we're doing a little 4-city vacation, and each city we're getting a little something. And so that's what we've chosen for Vegas. Like in any pop culture environment, tattoos are not an important factor. It's a matter of personal preference and whether you want to be tattooed or not tattooed. There are plenty of people who are running around that are fairly traditional that don't have tattoos. So no, I don't think it's an important factor. It's more of like a fashion preference. I have a wide variety of tattoos. I've been getting tattooed since I was 16 and I'm now 32. So, as the years go on and your interests change and you get different types of tattoos and different portions of your life, it's more of like a travel book. This is actually a vintage dress I've had for quite a while. I've probably had this a good decade myself, and I only bring it out once in a while, and we're going to be going to the pool party here in a bit, so I thought it appropriate for the pool.